Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington. I'm Reverend Ellen, and today is the last Sunday of January, right? January 26th. I can't believe the month is almost over. Well, I invite everyone, if you are able to, please stand and join our celebration singers in our opening song.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Yay, celebration singers, and welcome to everyone here at Unity Spiritual Center, Unity of Wilmington, here present and here online. It's such a joy to be with you today and to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lisa Keating. I'm the platform host for today. And is there anyone here who's here for the first time? If so, please raise your hand. Thank you. Welcome. Someone from the welcome team will bring you a welcome packet if you would like. Keep your hand raised if you would like one. Thank you. You are an honored guest in our home. All of us are honored guests here. And I hope that you can join us for coffee and munchies afterward. It does take a village to make this service happen. There are a whole list of people. There's a welcome team, there's a music team, there's a production team, there's a prayer team, there's a hospitality. Thank you to everybody. We have a mission statement. Please read it, if you would, with me. Unity Spiritual Center is a vibrant, inclusive spiritual community dedicated to expanding consciousness, inspiring personal transformation, and nurturing love and connection. And our vision, united in love, the world celebrates joy, abundance, and harmony. And our statement of truth, there is only one presence and one power, active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence. And we have 3 affirmations. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose. I am in the right place at the right time, right now. And let's welcome Shirley Melito, our daily word reader for the day. There's a daily word for every day. We present it every Sunday. It's a publication from Unity Village. Please come on up, Shirley.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to share the daily word with you for today, Sunday, January 26, 2025. The word is generous. Please read the affirmation with me. I give with an open heart. I am generous. Keeping my heart open elevates my experience of generosity. If I give begrudgingly, fearful of not having enough for myself, I am not being truly generous. There is joy and trust in being generous. There is joy in knowing there is no lack at the level of spirit, and my generous impulses are my way of demonstrating my faith in this truth. I place my trust in the spiritual truth that as I give, I also receive. Generosity is a spiritual practice, a commitment to fully participating in the flow of life. As I give generously, I receive the richness of grace, love, and peace. I relax into the flow of synchronicity and receive unexpected blessings. Generosity is the gift I give to myself. And from Paul's second letter to the Corinthians, this verse says, the point of this is, the one who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and the one who sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. And I am also your prayer partner today, so if you have a prayer request, please meet me over at the prayer room after the service. You can also fill out a prayer request, the paper form, and put it in the prayer box. We will pray over them for 30 days here, send them to Silent Unity for another 30 days. And you can also call Silent Unity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if you have a prayer request. Sometimes if you wake up in the middle of the night and have that on your heart, that option's open to you, so please take advantage of that. And now I'd like to invite the Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente to the platform.
Thank you so much, Shirley. Wow. You know, sometimes I forget about Silent Unity and that, we could at any time, reach out and ask for prayer. So how many of you are dealing with a little bit of a cold right now? Yeah, I see a few other hands. So if I sound a little nasally, that's why. So I am definitely going to make sure I put my prayer request in for that. It is that time of the year, as they say. So it's also the time for meditation. So I invite everyone just to get a little more comfortable in your seat. Just relax. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. If not, you can just have a soft focus, cast your eyes downward, or just find a place that you want to rest your eyes. And I invite everyone just to start with taking a nice, long, slow, deep breath in. Breathing in and breathing out. Just allow your shoulders to drop. Let your forehead soften. Release your jaw. Just feel yourself in your seat, present but relaxed. And as we breathe in, thinking about the daily word of generosity and being generous, think of the air that we breathe in, the abundance of that all around us. And releasing. Breathing in and release. And in this new year of 2025, where in my life do I want to be more generous? What gift do I want to give myself and others? Perhaps it's financial abundance. I want to give more. I want to earn more. Perhaps it's health. I want to be healthier. Breathing in. Perhaps I want to be more generous with my time. Being more of service, in service to others. Perhaps spending more quality time with myself in prayer, in meditation, in solitude. And as you think about generosity, allow your heart to expand. Perhaps it's love that you want to experience more of, share more of your heart with others. See those connections radiating out from your heart to those around you. If we are all one, then we are all connected. Feel that loving energy. And silently repeat to yourself, I am generous with my love. Breathing into that, let's just take a moment of silence and feel what that is for each and every one of us. I am generous with my love. And let's take a deep breath in, feeling that love, feeling our heart bursting with joy, with love, with abundance. Generosity knows no bounds. And bringing our awareness back to this moment, to our seats, to this time. Let's take another breath in and release. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open up your eyes. Thank you, Katie. Oh. And it is now with generosity and divine pleasure that I get to invite Heather up to sing, I believe it's I Am Not Afraid. All right, let's give her a round of applause, everyone.
Jenny's afraid of water. I mean, she swims so well, but still, she's afraid of water. So she won't go near the sea. Not me. Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still, she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights are out, she has to hold my hand. I don't understand. I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark, or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. Daddy's afraid of babies. I mean, he got through me, but now he's afraid of babies. Guess he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. Mama's afraid of crying. You know, she tries to hold it in. She's afraid of crying. And she will look at me with tears stuck in her eye. And I don't know why. I'm not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I'm not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a trial? Another mile. I'm not afraid. And I feel the calling of adventure, and I hear the ringing in my ear. The lights are glaring, trumpets blaring, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel the stirring in my bones, and someone loves me. Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can start. Never stop the calling of a challenge, blessing on the water and the stones, and someone loves me. And I'm not afraid of anyone. I am sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid of anyone. Not a soul alive can get behind this wall. So let them call and watch them fall. 'Cause after all, I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid to follow that. Let's give Heather another round of applause. That was so beautiful. That was absolutely so beautiful. Not afraid. How to live our lives, right? So today's talk is called Begin Anew, and it is the last Sunday in January. I was going to say February, but it's still January. And, you know, I was thinking about, right, it's been such an exciting week. How many of you have enjoyed the snow? I see a lot of hands going up. I think we've enjoyed it because we don't have to deal with it all the time, right? I was looking out my window and I was like, it didn't even feel abnormal. And I realize it's because I spent most of my life living, in the Northeast and lived in Boston for 10 years. I grew up in New York. We would have, blizzards that would literally, close. You couldn't even open your back door because the snow was like 6 feet high. So to just look out and see 4 to 5 inches, it was just, it was like a winter wonderland. I felt like we were back in Christmas time. It's too bad we didn't get the snow during Christmas, right? But it was just so nice to have something new. And I thought, wow, it's just, like snow blankets everything. It's just this white, beautiful, fresh start. It's this beautiful, fresh start to the year. And, when I was here a couple weeks ago, we talked about resolutions and starting the year over again. And I don't typically do resolutions, but we did the white stone ceremony, and the whole idea behind doing the white stone ceremony is, Spirit whispers to us, through us, this word, this intention, this phrase, like, who do we want to be in this year? So how many of you were here for the white stone ceremony? And, almost everybody, wonderful. So when that white stone, you don't have to carry it around in your pocket all the time, but you should have it someplace where it's visible and that you can see it. So you're always reminded of, what is it that I want to do in this year? Who do I want to be in this year? And in the song, like, what if we could start again without fear? Like, start this new year without fear of anything. And she sang, I'm not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I'm not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a trial? Another mile. I'm not afraid. So our affirmation for today is, I am brave and unafraid. So I want everybody to say that. I am brave and unafraid. And if you're watching online and in Facebook, you can just type that into the chat, share that with the world. I am brave and unafraid. I thought, man, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to be. I want to be brave and unafraid of growing old, of having a cold, of anything. So in order to do that, though, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. I was very comfortable under my blanket this morning. How many of you? Right, very comfortable in the warm cozies. But life begins when we get out of bed in the morning. It doesn't happen in our beds. Certain kinds of things happen in our beds. Different kind of life. Right? In our dream life, I was sharing with Jose some really interesting, bizarre dreams that I had last night. But we have to get outside. Right? You have to get on that plane like we did last weekend to go to New York, or on the train to go to New York, as Katie did. I kept thinking I was going to run into her on the streets of New York. But ironically enough, I went to the Unity of New York City last Sunday. As it turns out, there's 2 Unities of New York City. One's called Unity of New York, which I think is the one we went to. It was in Eric Butterworth Church. And the other one is Unity of New York City, which is up in Harlem, which we didn't get to. But I was so excited because I was reading about the minister of the Unity of New York, this gentleman who actually studied with Eric Butterworth, Justin. So I was super excited to hear him. And so I get to the church. I actually got there on time. Early, quarter of. It was only a 20-minute ride from Queens to get to the church. So I got there early, a lot earlier than you guys who run in here at 11 o'clock. But I'm glad you're all here. Anyway, I come in, and there's 2 welcome people. So I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Reverend Ellen of Wilmington. I'm happy to be here. And they said, oh, do you know Wally? I'm thinking, Wally? Who's Wally? I'm like, no, I'm visiting for the weekend. So I come in and I sit down, and the service starts, and this gentleman gets up and is clearly not Justin and introduces himself as Wally, I don't remember his last name, from Greensboro. I was like, Greensboro? What's the chances of that on the Sunday that I'm here? As it turns out, I did know Wally. We had met at Lake Junelasco at a retreat. And so we're talking after the service, and he lived in New York, he lived in LA. We actually lived in the same neighborhood. I am sure we probably crossed paths somewhere in New York, somewhere out in LA. He actually was the music director, no, not music director. He used to be a guest singer at the Science of Mind Church in the town I lived in La Crescenta. So we had that in common. I was like, wow, this is a really, really small world. And as I'm getting up to leave, I see a gentleman behind me staring at me, and it was like, it is you. And I look at him like, oh my God, Eric from LA, who was at my old church, who our kids all played with, tweens, and we were friends. He had moved to New York a year ago. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So obviously, you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. So, if I had stayed in the warm, cozy bed that I was in that morning, right, I was like, oh, it's Sunday, I'm not speaking anywhere, I'm in New York, we had tickets to go see a show later that afternoon. It's like, I could just stay in bed all warm and cozy. It was freezing outside, 18 degrees. But no, I got up and I went out, and that's the wonderful thing about New York, is that people just bundle up. Life just goes on. I can't tell you how many mothers I saw pushing strollers of babies. And I meant to bring the picture that we have of our two twins when they were less than a year old, all bundled up when we lived in New Jersey because we had to go to the store to buy milk. Life goes on. So you have to get out of your comfort zone. So life begins when you say yes to that opportunity. I might not know what it's going to entail, but if I don't say yes, I'm never going to find out. And we're grateful that Charlene said yes to being our new admin, right? So we have to say yes. We also have to say no to being stuck. How many of you have ever felt stuck? How many of you are stuck right now in your seat? It's like, oh, how do I get out of this? Well, you can't leave yet. So you're going to stay stuck in your seat for a bit. But yeah, we have to say no to being stuck in the rut. That's where life begins, get out of that comfort zone. And believe it or not, sometimes we're uncomfortable we're comfortable being uncomfortable. Anyone ever feel that way? It's like, this doesn't feel good, I'm miserable, I'm not happy, I'm bored, whatever it is. But it's like, I'm used to this, it's kind of comfortable. So we don't want to get out of it. But life begins at the other side of that. So you have to say no to being unstuck. So it begins when we ask that person that we're attracted to out on a date. Or we say, oh, I've always been curious about that Unity Church. Right? Let me go check that out. Life begins when we get out of our comfort zone. And a lot of us recognize that I don't like change. Anyone here? I feel like I'm pretty adventurous most of the time. I've lived a number of places. I've done a number of different things. But when I got home, I was like, it's so nice to be home in my own bed, on my couch. I felt really comfortable. But then I started thinking about, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? Do I want to stay just doing this in this place? Because if I felt that way in other parts of my life, I'd still be in Boston. Actually, I'd probably still be in Oklahoma, where my parents moved us when I was 16. I would have just stayed there. Because when we are comfortable, we resist change. We deny it, especially when it's happening around us and it's not something we chose for ourselves. It's like, I don't want this happening. Keep it away. Right? Or we know we need to make a change. We're like, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so difficult. It's going to be painful. It's a lot easier just to stay the same old, eating the same old food. How many of you eat the same old food every day? Well, hopefully it's fresh. Like, it's the same kind of food, but it's fresh. We had to clean out our refrigerator. I was like, oh my God, when was the last time we cleaned out the refrigerator? It's disgusting. But I went and bought the same old food. The same carrots, the same apples, the same salads, the same old food. So, we've got to be able to try different outfits, different styles, different, ways of doing things. Now, there's nothing wrong with the same old, especially if it makes you happy. Right? Really, there isn't anything wrong with just doing the same old thing. The question is, are you growing, though? Are you doing it out of habit, or are you doing it out of joy? So we get to choose how we want to live. That's the beauty of this practice. That's the beauty of unity, is we co-create our lives through spirit, which is our power within, by choosing different thoughts, different ways of seeing things, and doing new things. So cooking a new dish actually revamped an old dish, because I had nothing left in the house. I did not go food shopping during the storm. So I made tuna noodle casserole. Anybody remember that one? With cream of mushroom soup. I see some hands waving. I had forgotten really, though, how to cook it, though, because it came out a little bit too dry when I put it in the oven with the breadcrumbs on top of it. But it was fun when I was making it. I'm like, I grew up on this, tuna noodle casserole. So, thinking about, we don't want to let the woulda, shoulda, couldas stop us from doing the things that we want to do. I had such a wonderful time bundled up in New York, walking around, and just remembering the neighborhood I lived in, all the things that, are literally right outside your front door. And I could have stayed in bed, but I thought to myself, why would you come to New York City and stay in bed all day, and then just go see the show you had tickets for, and then go home and go crawl back into bed because it's cold? So that the world doesn't stop because it's cold or it's raining or it's snowing. Well, Wilmington clearly stopped. I was shocked, truthfully, I was shocked. I get that we closed Wednesday. But when Thursday and Friday, my kids said their places were still closed, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Does the city not have any snowplows? Maybe not, I have no idea. I didn't have to go anywhere, so I was like, okay, not a big deal for me, but back to fears and being afraid. We have to stop dragging our fears into the new year, into the next day, right? The acronym for fear, there's a few of them. There's forget everything and run, or there's false evidence appearing real. Because most of our fears are just up here, and they never actually happen. I can't tell you how many times I've been convinced that I'm going to be penniless and homeless because I'm fearful of whatever the bank account says or doesn't say. And yet here I am, I'm not penniless, I'm not homeless. So instead, turn fear into feeling excited and ready. Feeling excited and ready to embark on that new adventure. It's kind of like finding that favorite outfit that you have in the back of your closet. Right? Oh, I forgot, I still own that jacket or that shirt. Anyone find something in the back of their closet? And you're like, oh, I love putting that on, like that jean jacket that's now back in style. Or did you know flip phones are back in style? Anybody own one? Maybe you don't want to admit that you own one. But flared pants, chunky jewelry, like thinking about all the things that come back in style. So it's kind of like recommitting to a goal. Like just because it was something that you didn't accomplish last year doesn't mean you have to completely forget about it either. You can begin anew with that goal, with that desire, by just polishing it off. Like, oh, okay, maybe I need to do it a little bit differently in 2025, but that doesn't mean I still can't accomplish that. We need to get out of our comfort zone and get into our spiritual zone. Our spiritual zone is our zone of divinity. Think about that, right? You are currently living in a zone of divinity. How does that feel? I mean, breathe that in. Really embody that. I am living in a zone of divinity. Say that with me. I am living in a zone of divinity because God knows no limitations. And Butterworth actually wrote, and I think could be in this book, practical metaphysics. But he wrote what he called the master formula for demonstration. And he said that C plus B equals A. And remember when I was reading that, C plus B equals A. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means if I can conceive it plus believe it, then I can achieve it. That is the master formula for demonstration. And in the song, again, I am not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly. I am not afraid. So there's the formula right there. If I can see it, if I can believe it, then I can achieve it. So you are never too old to achieve it. You are never too old to reinvent yourself. And I know probably every one of you here has reinvented yourself at least one time, maybe 2 times. Maybe you're on your 5th reinvention. But if you have a dream, and if you can conceive it, if you can believe it, and you can achieve it at any age. And we can look to so many people out there that have done that, people that we are familiar with, famous people. Vera Wang was one person. I had no idea that she was a figure skater when she was younger, because we know her now as a designer. And of course, everybody wants to wear Vera Wang. This is not one, but it could be. Right? This, I think, was a Target dress. I have no idea. Actually, I think it was the Limited, but, right? We love Limited. But Vera Wang became a designer in her 40s. Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the most favorite person in the world for some people, but he reinvented himself 3 different times. He was a scrawny Austrian kid who reinvented himself as a bodybuilder, right? And then he became an actor, and then he left that and reinvented himself as the governor of California for 2 terms, and reinvented himself again when he started acting again at 65. So just like Jane Fonda gave up acting for many, many years and then came back to acting, reinventing herself. George Foreman, who knows George Foreman? What's he known for? His grills. The George Foreman grill, who he sold millions and millions of units. But before that, he was a heavyweight champion. So we always have the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. So here's somebody that, again, the young folks won't know who this is. And I love seeing younger and younger faces every day. But this is who? Grandma Moses. Grandma Moses, very famous woman. She began a prolific painting career at age 78. Wow. Yeah, my mom wasn't even still alive. She passed away at 77. My dad died when he was 68. So I didn't have role models growing up of people that reinvented themselves. But age 78, she started painting. And a few years after that, she sold her painting for $1.2 million. So all you budding painters, writers, singer, performers, whatever your passion is, age should not stop you. Age should not stop you. So, she was a housekeeper and a farm laborer before that. So I've reinvented myself, as I said, at least 4 times so far, maybe more than that. But I'm just starting with when I got out of college, and I started my life as actually Clairol salesperson. I was the one who would go to all the not TJ Maxx's, the Kmarts and the Walmarts of the world, the supermarkets, and I would be the one who would have to go to all those shelves with the hair color and swap out the old for the new and clean up the storeroom in a 3-piece, suit, women's suit with, the skirt and the heels. I thought it was going to be a really glamorous job, working for Clairol. Well, to this day, I still have herbal essence in my storage closet from, 1980 when I graduated college. So from there, I was in tech for 25 years, first reinvention. Then after that, I became an actor for a short period of time, another reinvention. Then after that, I became an entrepreneur, another reinvention, and along the way, I became a minister. So I don't know what's next, right? But I keep adding to past experience and look at, okay, what is it that I still feel called to do? What am I passionate about? What do I want to do? We can all reinvent ourselves. There's no limit. So my last quote here, let me get to this on my page. And I was really thinking about, the beginning of the year. I mean, January theme is new beginnings. And I thought, well, new beginnings, we always start with resolutions. We start with letting go of the old, bringing in the new. And I realized, resolutions are up here, right, in our heads. We think about that tangible thing that we want, right? I want to lose weight. I want to be in better shape. I want to get back to my meditation practice, whatever it is. We think about it up here. So it's a good place to start. It's obviously the first place to start. Good intentions, bad follow-through. Right? Most resolutions are done after the third week of January. If you're really good, you make it to mid-February. It's the rare person who keeps doing that thing that they want to do. So I thought, all right, what if we dropped into our heart? And we thought, okay, well, what do I really, really want? Well, if I answered it from my heart, it'd be like, I want more love. I want to be more loving. I want to be more passionate. I want to do what I'm passionate about. Okay, right? That's good. That's better. That's better resolution. But then I thought, well, what if we drop into our soul? That's not what do I want to do. It's recognizing who I want to be. So to begin again means to connect with who I already am, to recognize and remember our divinity. That is our best resolution that we can have, is to remember our divinity. So one of the exercises, and I apologize if I have already shared this with you, but the first Sunday of the year, I was speaking at Crystal Cove, and I shared it there. So we did an exercise New Year's Eve. My son wanted to do this with my husband and I. And he had us sit down at the table, and he asked us, what do we want to feel in the new year? He said, close your eyes. What do you want to feel in the new year? And I'm embarrassed to say this, but I tell you guys everything. I said, I want to feel less annoyed. And I was like, oh my God, is that what I wrote? I want to feel less annoyed. But I also said I'm more grateful. And then he said, okay, open up your eyes. And then he said, I want you to write down, I will feel less annoyed and more grateful. So I did. I wrote that down. But I thought, I don't want to carry that into the new year. So instead, I rewrote it to say, I choose to be more patient, playful, and happier. Right? That's dropping down into, your heart and recognizing who you truly are. And it reminded me of the mindfulness practice that I'm in right now. I'm in this course. And, part of our practice is doing like a 45-minute meditation every day. And the teacher knows we're not all doing 45-minute meditations every day. So he said, you know what, it's okay if you did do a meditation all week, if you didn't do it all month, if you haven't done it for 6 months. The mantra is, start over, begin again. Start over and begin again. No judgment, no failure, just set a new intention. So we can begin again at any time. And so our lesson today is recognizing that all I need to do is start in mind with a new thought. That new thought is going to create a new feeling and a new action, and that's going to create a new life for myself. So new thought, new you. And remember the master formula of demonstration. How many of you remember? What is it? C plus equals A. That's right. C plus B equals A. And again, from the lyrics of the song, listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready. Pulse is steady. I can start. And so how are we going to start? I am brave and unafraid. Let's say that one more time. I am brave and unafraid. Yes. Thank you, everyone. And it is now time for us to be unafraid, to open our wallets. And if you are watching us again online, you can go to our website and click on the donate button. We want to just express our gratitude for the generosity of this community, because look around you. We have grown, we continue to grow, and we are offering more and more programs and services, and it's because of everybody's generosity. So let's do our mudra, and you can follow along. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. Be a blessing to the world.
Blessings in the basket and the blessings that we receive online. We are the blessings to each other. And I know that divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so with gratitude and thanksgiving, I release my word, knowing it's done, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. All right. Another blessing is inviting Lisa to come back up to do our announcements for us. Thank you, Lisa.
Do I need this? Thank you. Well, the first announcement I'll make doesn't have a slide. There are new cones out by the front of the church, 2 or 3, I've been told, at the parking spaces. And those are a new attempt to reserve spaces for people who have a physical challenge. So we'll try and announce that every week, I think. Aha. Today, there is an annual meeting. We hope to start it at 12:15 right here in the sanctuary. Everyone is welcome, but you must be a member to vote. Apparently, there will be some voting going on. So please come if you're able to come. Every Friday, there is a book club group. It's called Words of Wisdom Book Club at 10 a.m. every Friday in the community room out that way. And I think right now the book club is in a process of picking the next book that will be read and discussed. It's always very interesting spiritual discussions. It's pretty much always a spiritual book of some kind. So everyone's welcome to join that. We have a grief support group called Circle of Hope, and it will meet next on Sunday, February 2nd at 4:30. I've been told it's a wonderful group, very supportive for anyone who's going through a grief process. Spiritual Sisters with Reverend Ellen. I think it has been meeting for a while, but it is meeting next on Monday, February 3rd. So not tomorrow, but the following week at noon, right here at the church. And Ellen, would you like to say something about it? You have to be a woman. And Reverend Ellen is starting a new series called the 12 Powers series on Wednesdays. It will begin February 5th, Wednesdays every week. February 5th is the first one, starting at 6:30 p.m. Learn all about the exciting 12 powers that Unity teaches. Then we have another new lesson from our co-minister, Dr. Herbert Harris. It's called Empowering Lessons from Entrepreneurial Greatness, the Inspiring Stories of S.B. Fuller and Dr. Joe Dudley Sr. That will begin Friday, February the 21st in the evening, so towards the end of February, 7 to 9 p.m. And another free class, this will be a free class, it's CPR. Yes, free CPR class Saturday, February the 22nd from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Now, oh yes, of course, Thrive, but I have one more announcement. There's a dinner open to anyone and everyone from Unity who would like to attend. I believe we do a monthly dinner. Anyway, there's a dinner on Tuesday, February the 18th at 6 p.m. This dinner will be at the Crown and Fiddle Restaurant off of Masonboro Loop Road. And there is a sign-up sheet out in the community room for anyone who's interested, just so that as it gets closer, we can make reservations. If you need reminders on any of the upcoming events, you can always get on Unity's website, unitywil.com. Hover over the Connect to sign up for the weekly online newsletter, or you can click on events on the website to update your memory. There's also a Facebook page that you can join. And there's printed pamphlets and brochures and flyers out in the fellowship hall, also to remind our memories. Thank you all so much for coming, and let's welcome Heather Setzler back to the stage one more time with Katie.
Wake up and breathe in deeper than yesterday. Take on the morning like your soul's been remade. Roll down the windows, let your cares fly away. Good things are yours to claim, you don't have to wait. All across the sky, new mercies rise, and the future's bright. This is a new day, everything bursting with hope, coming alive this moment. You've got a freedom, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes, it's coming. This is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away. This is a new day. Don't let it slip away, don't let it slip away. Go on and reignite impossible dreams. Become the one you never thought you could be. All across the sky, new mercies rise, and the future's bright. This is a new day, everything bursting with hope, coming alive this moment. You've got a freedom, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes, it's coming. This is a new day. The old is gone away, the old is gone away. This is a new day. Don't let us slip away, don't let us slip away. This is a new day. The old is gone away, the old is gone away. This is a new day. Don't let us slip away, don't let us slip away. Love never gives up on you. Love never gives up on you. Love is making the old things new today and every single day. Love never gives up on you. Love never gives up on you. Love never gives up on you. This is a new day. Everything bursting with hope, coming alive this moment. You've got a freedom, no looking back anymore. Open your eyes, it's coming. This is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away. This is a new day. Don't let us slip away, don't let us slip away. This is a new day. The old has gone away, the old has gone away. This is a new day. Don't let us slip away, don't let us slip away.
Yes, don't let it slip away. Experience it fully every single day. This is all we have, is this moment. I want to invite my celebration singers to come on up. We're going to finish up this beautiful day with our prayer for protection and then our peace song. And I want to once again thank everyone who's watched us online. Thank all of you for coming out on this beautiful day today. So let's go ahead and do our prayer for protection. Should be behind us, yes? There we go. All right. And I invite you to stand if you are able. All right, let's begin.
The
Light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God protects us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The word of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let it begin and let it never end. Let's be generous with our peace, love, joy, and abundance always, this day and forever. Have a beautiful Sunday, everyone. Go enjoy some fellowship and come back for the annual meeting. Thank you.